So, hello guys, this is Nintendo Capri Sun, and I just thought I'd record a quick vlog, because I haven't done that in a while. And all I've really been putting up here lately have been like these PAX videos, so I thought, just a regular vlog to kind of catch you up on life and everything, catch you up on my life. I don't really have a whole lot to say. It's been, ever since I started working in the art shop, it's been a real battle trying to keep up with my Nintendo Capri Sun videos, and so videos on this channel, it's almost like just not even an option anymore. So, it's been a fight, even just to get ahead a little bit. And every time that I think I have some time off, to where I could get something done, something just happens to come along, it ends up taking up my time, and now, of all things, it would be this stupid-ass cookie clicker game. Oh my god. Just don't even get me started. Like, I don't know why I'm even playing this, This is everything that I hate about online games. Because I was hooked on Dead Awakened for, 3 years, and I spent, 4 or 5 hours a day on there. But if there was one thing I could take back, it would probably be that. Just the sheer amount of ridiculous time I spent doing that. I'm not going to keep spending money to, reverse it. I don't know, I think I already did, though. Whatever, this is so stupid. I don't even know, man. You don't even want to see me sit here and talk about this. Oh, this is what it looks like. I'll just go ahead and show you. Basically, you got this cookie here, and you click it, right? When you first start the game, you click the cookie, and you get one cookie. And then you go over here, and you buy, a cursor, which clicks automatically and gives you, one cookie every 10 seconds. And then you get a little richer, you can buy your first grandma, which makes one cookie per second, and then this one makes more, and you progressively get onto these bigger things that you can buy. But eventually you get so powerful that one click gets you, like right now, one click gets me 692 million cookies. So you would think, if I just sat here and clicked all day, that it would just, you get up to infinity in no time. But no, I mean, you sit here and click, and it's just the first 4 numbers just stay the same. It's like, I'm getting 692 million for every one of these clicks, and it just stays the same. Because that's how stupid numbers are, because there's so many digits. It's like, that's 2 quadrillion right there. So I even have, and this is cheating, I know. I have an auto clicker that can click 60 times a second. That's what it looks like. So I'll be sitting here just staring at this, waiting to get the next thing. But see, the next one of these right here costs 142 trillion 691 billion. Oh, that's the golden cookie. So when you click on that, you'll get a certain bonus. Sometimes it'll multiply your production by 7 for 77 seconds or whatever. You know what it's like? I don't know, what am I even doing this for? I have no idea. It's the classic Pavlov's dog experiment, basically. If you give a person a set of carefully scheduled rewards, they stay in it for the long haul, because by the time they've invested a certain amount of time in it, it's like they want that time to pay off or something. I don't know. What makes it even worse is if you get to a certain point, they allow you to start the game over, but with bonuses based on how much you made the first time. So right now, it looks like I could start over with a 302% bonus, which would be pretty rad, actually. That is so good. But anyway. But it's like, do I really want to do that? I mean, holy crap. And I did all this just in the last 24 hours. The only reason I have as much as I do is because I got lucky. Because there's different kinds of bonuses from the cookies, and they can stack on top of each other. So one of them gives you, times 777 for the next 13 seconds. And if you get that at the same time as the times 7 one for 77 seconds, and they overlap, then you're getting times 777 times 7. It's like, what the frick, I don't even know, man. But I'm telling you, man, they hook you up and they reel you in. So 75 antimatter condensers, and I was all worried because I couldn't get my save to work. That's the thing, I've restarted the game 4 times. Because I can't get saves to work, and if I close the browser by accident and then I open it up and I can't load the page, because usually it saves automatically, and even if you close the browser and you open it back up again, and then go to the page, it'll find your last save and automatically bring it up. But there's also a way to manually save, and it gives you this really long-ass code that you save as a text file. And then you go in and put that code back in, and it puts you back where you were, but for some reason that doesn't work for me. I put import save, and I put the code in. I've even gotten codes from other people and put them in, and it just doesn't work. I don't know why. Well, thank God that stupid grandma apocalypse is over, so now, now I got the times 7 bonus, so now my clicks are worth 4 billion each. And a 60 clicks per second, that's like 4 billion times, that's 240 billion per second that I'm generating right now. So it's like, like seriously, how much is enough? Seriously, how much is enough? Oh well, anyway, I was at Walmart yesterday and I picked up some new movies. I picked up Unknown with Liam Neeson, and I also got Lockout with somebody. So Maggie Grace from Lost, yeah, and and Guy Pearce, yeah, of course, he kicks ass because he's in Memento. I almost didn't recognize him because it's been like 10 years. But yeah, Guy Pearce is pretty badass. Lockout was an okay movie, I guess. It wasn't that great, but it was alright. It was like one of those, basically an action movie, I guess. Did I put the DVD back in? Yes, I did. Good. Still getting these DVDs in from Columbia House. One of these days I need to just Google the number and... Shoot, I was supposed to call Mom this morning. Dang it, I didn't do that. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I suck. Last time I tried to call her, I think it was like Friday. It was like a weekday. And so she was probably working. See, right now I got a frenzy that could potentially overlap the next cookie bonus. Because... Why am I explaining this? The next cookie, every time a cookie appears, it gives you one of those bonuses, like times 7 or whatever. And the frenzy is the times 7 bonus that lasts for 77 seconds. But notice how the next cookie comes before the frenzy runs out. So if that next cookie happens to be able to overlap the frenzy, then for that 4-second difference, they'll both be going at the same time. And that's when you can make the really big money. Otherwise, if you get like a cookie that gives you 10% of what you currently have, that would be 10% right there. Or, well, not necessarily. It's either 10% or a half hour's worth of clicking. Whichever is less, that's what it gives you. I don't know why I'm explaining that. I really don't. I'm not trying to get people hooked on it or anything, for heaven's sakes. Don't even start playing this game. Okay, come on, where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, good. I got it just in time. I got the 20 trillion cookies. I mean, like it matters. I know, it's ridiculous, man. It's Pavlov's dog, man, I tell you. Anyway, this movie, Unknown, was actually pretty good. I don't know, it was good for the first half, and then it started getting really crazy in the second half. Because in the first half, it introduces, like, this really interesting situation. But then you find out, over the course of the movie, that there's, like, all this weird stuff with, like, people involved, and you don't know who they are or how they fit into it, and you're trying to make pieces. I sound like I have dementia, even just trying to explain it. I was actually in the movie Lockout. There was a character in that movie that they said had dementia. And he reminded me of myself a little bit. Like, not on a much grander scale, but he reminded me a little bit of myself. And sometimes the way I talk. So I was thinking about looking that up to see if I didn't have maybe like a mild case of that or something. I don't know, but yeah, this is pretty good though. Basically it starts out, there's a guy, he gets on a plane with his wife and he's going to Berlin for some kind of, I don't know, a presentation. And he gets there, and he gets, you know how you leave the airport and you get in a taxi to go to the hotel. Well, he gets in the taxi to go to the hotel, but, excuse me, but somehow his briefcase doesn't get loaded onto the taxi with the rest of his stuff. So the briefcase gets left behind at the airport. Well, he gets to the hotel and he realizes his briefcase is missing. So, without even telling his wife, he turns around and takes another taxi back to the airport to get his briefcase. On the way to the airport, an auto accident happens and the taxi goes off the end of the bridge and into the river. Well, the taxi driver manages to get herself out and she saves his life too. But then when he wakes up and he goes back to the hotel, nobody knows who he is. And there's another guy that's pretending to be him. Well, no, actually what happens is like he ends up in a coma and 4 days pass. But then by the time he gets to the hotel, his wife doesn't recognize him. And there's another guy with his name and his identity, basically with his driver's license and everything, pretending to be him. And it's the other guy's picture on his driver's license. With, like, the other guy has his name and everything, and his wife claims to be that guy's wife. So you're thinking, well, what? It's like automatically you're thinking, well, the wife has to be in on it, right? Because, like, she's the external factor. I mean, that's what makes sense. Shit is talking bad about it. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, it's just like, what? It's just like The Talking Dead, man. Spoilers. I'm not. Sorry. I want to watch that, though. Let me finish this up. How do I even explain it? So then he looks and he spies on his wife a little later, and she looks like she's having fun with the other guy. So then you think, well, no, she can't be in on it, because why would she be acting like she was having fun? Because she didn't think anybody was watching. If they were keeping her prisoner and forcing her to pretend like she didn't recognize him, yeah, that's the only thing that remotely makes sense. But then when he sees her, this one time, he sees her with the other people, and she's like smiling and stuff and having fun. It's like there's no reason that she would be smiling and having fun with the other people if they were forcing her to do something, you know, and say that she didn't recognize her husband. Well, you know, it ends up that somehow he was like this assassin who was taking on different names for different assignments, and this name that he thought was his name was actually just one of many names that he had. And when the taxi crashed, he had convinced himself, you know, that he was this guy, and it turned out that he wasn't, and it's just like, oh, I don't even know. I think I need to watch it again, because it was actually pretty interesting, though. And plus, Diane Kruger is in it, and she's hot. She's, like, really beautiful. She was in Wicker Park. That's where I first saw her. Anyway, when this commercial break ends, I'm going to turn on this show, and I'm going to turn you off, because you're not as important. How do you like my Triforce shirt, by the way? Very sexy. Very sexy. Found it online at, it was on a sale. Somebody tweeted a sale. They say their shirts for half price, so get them while they're hot, so I decided to. And there you go. I don't have any Pearl Reed stuff to show you, but okay, it's coming out. Man, that show, Low Winter Sun is on in between Breaking Bad. It's like the stuff that they go through to get you to watch that show. They're like, hey, watch this Breaking Bad interview. It's on some random commercial break in the middle of Low Winter Sun. Like, anything that has the word low in it usually sucks. And not just because of the word low, the connotation of low, you know, like the Kelly Clarkson song. Or on that REM CD, New Adventures in Hi-Fi, the worst song on that is probably Low Desert. And they have the show Low Winters. I don't make any sense, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for that show to come back on, I'm sorry. I'm crazy. Why am I playing this ridiculous game? He's moved up to 2.5 quadrillion again. So what's good is when you can leave it on while you're sleeping, and then you wake up the next morning and you have all these cookies, and it's like, oh, what do I do with these? So you just buy more shit, you know, to make them faster. It's like, to what end are you doing this at some point? I don't know. It's like, I try to talk myself out of it, but I can't, man. I'm gonna click those fucking cookies, man. And click those fucking cookies. Anyway. I gotta upload the rest of the PAX videos before I can put this up, though. Okay, I think it's coming on now. Yeah, it is. Okay, see you later. Bye.